this evening's meeting to order. It is the regular city council meeting, Tuesday, October 4th, 2022. Roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Here.
Councilman Blair.
Here.
Councilman Gillis.
Here.
Councilwoman Harris.
Here.
Councilman Martin.
Here.
Councilman Scarbeck.
Here.
Mayor Stumburn.
Here.
One present.
At this time, will everyone please take a moment of silent prayer, and please keep the residents of Florida in your prayers. And will everyone please stand for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a motion to approve the agenda for this evening?
Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? We have an agenda. Tonight we have one presentation, and I am so proud to be the one that gets to present at this award. Renee Wilson, would you please come up? We are presenting the Algonac Asset Award to Renee Wilson. She is the 2022 Teacher of the Year for the Algonac Community Schools. The school district has the Teacher of the Year program that honors outstanding educators who have exhibited creativity, enthusiasm, and genuine desire to make a difference in the life of their students. Mrs. Renee Wilson is one such person. A second grade teacher at Algonquin Elementary, she is an educator who goes above and beyond to reach each and every child's educational ability and finds ways to meet their needs of each of them and every student in her class. She pays attention to detail and makes sure all students are included and working to their best potential. According to her peers, Renee's personality defines her compassion, understanding, and kindness. She leads an example year after year. She is genuinely a special person and teacher. The fact that her students consistently come back to see her is a testament to the kind of teacher that she is and the impact she has made on them. Renee does much good outside of her classroom as much as she does inside of her classroom. She has initiated bringing the Glow Dash fundraiser to Algonquin and Millside and continues to this day to be a highly successful event. Each year, Renee works with community organizations to make sure Algonac children have a Christmas through Adopt a Family. She also organizes fundraising events such as Kayak for a Cause. This past year, all proceeds of this event went to 2 Algonquin families in need. She organized several fundraisers last year to help out a former student, and most recently, she has taken a student under her wing who needs a positive influence in her life. In reality, she has proven to be a positive role model for all students. Her dedication, leadership, and professionalism is truly a gift to the Algonac Community School District. Isn't she great? In education, this sums up what we want every teacher to be like. And it's easy to say the words, but to find one, oh, this is so wonderful. Now the award time. We're presenting you with the Algonac Asset Award. The City of Algonac presents this award to Mrs. Renee Wilson. It is with great pride that we acknowledge your outstanding leadership and commitment to education, which earned you the 2022 Teacher of the Year at Algonac Community Schools. It is a well-deserved honor. We are grateful for your dedication for the betterment of all children through your compassion and genuine desire to make a difference in the lives of others. The support and attention you give to all students, former students and their families is truly an inspiration. Thank you for all you've done for the Algonac School District, City of Algonac, and Clay Township. We are proud to call you our own. Signed by me.
I appreciate this special award. I don't do it for getting awards definitely, but knowing that other people notice is special, so thank you very much, all of you. Come on, you can do it, Pam. Sure.
Don't get in this stuff.
All right, cheese, everyone.
Cheese.
Very nice, thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Clay Township.
Bye, Casper.
Bye.
Proud mom moment. Yes. Yes. They're a great family. All right, at this time, it's time for public comment. You have 5 minutes to speak. State your name and your address. And the council will listen to things that you say, but we will not have a dialogue about that. And anyone who would like to make a public comment, come to the podium.
Hello, I'm Angela Andino Roshan, and I'm here to thank you for your constant efforts making Algonac so special. Your decisions have the power to improve all of our lifestyles. Consider our city's common commitment to keep us safe while swimming or boating or even just walking along on the boardwalk, floating. And we are next to a beautiful but dangerous and deep river. Given the swift current, it is so important that everyone learns how to swim. Our forefathers, literally my own deceased parents, worked with the Algonac Lions Club, and in the 1950s, volunteers went door to door to ask for donations to purchase the materials for an Olympic-sized swimming pool, which since then is the only Olympic-sized swimming pool in this county. The men of the Lions Club did the manual work without pay. Everyone recognized the need to prevent drownings. Our citizens gave what they had. One elderly couple in my neighborhood donated $25. That's okay. And their gift went into the budget along with those whose income enabled them to donate hundreds of dollars. The Algonac swimming pool has been a constant in my life. My dad's barbershop was open on Saturdays, so he couldn't help his fellow Lions. He couldn't shovel the dirt around the walls of the pool floor. They had a forklift that created the hole and lowered the body of the swimming pool. My mom organized the other women on the Lions Club to make and serve cookies and sandwiches for the Lions members as they worked, and helped to plant the grass. Approaching my teenage years, I helped serve lunch to those who worked and Dad bought cases of beer to be delivered to the hardworking Lions Club members who were sweating in the summer. The Algonac Lions Club then built a shower house. This club also employed local lifesavers along those who collected the admission, and youth who kept the shower house clean. For many, this was their first job, and I don't need to tell you that employment for youth has always been scarce. in Algonac. In summary, from the 1950s to 2020, our swimming pool provided refreshments at a very reasonable cost, swim classes, aqua exercise for adults, a gathering place for kids and their animals and their families, not animals, but families to meet up with their friends. And they had swim teams, and they had employment, and they had peace of mind. I learned to swim there, as did all of my classmates. Our children learned to swim there, and so did our grandchildren. One became a lifeguard. She organized the Algonac swim teams throughout the county of St. Clair. When she moved off to college, she became a university pool lifesaver. Her lifeguard skills helped to pay her way through college. Lifeguards are in demand. Her sister learned lifeguard skills, but by that time, our pool had stopped operating. Well, you know, it was a long time there. Young local attendants collect the daily money, including selling ice cream at a low cost. Also, they keep our swim shower house immaculate. They monitor the water for clean water and lower the handicap ramp, which enables the handicapped to exercise in the cool, refreshing water. Please make sure we have a new pool. It means the difference, literally, between life and death. The family of Dustin Bachman generously paid for a free pool day for anyone in honor of their 13-year-old son who died while swimming in the deep waters of our boardwalk. You've seen it yourselves. You've seen kids that are jumping off the side and then they're in cold water and swift tide. The state of Michigan, I will remind you, donated to our Lions Club. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next. All right, we'll go on with the meeting then. Mrs. Gerstenberg, City Manager.
Thank you, Mayor Stoneburner. Our usual reminder that the leaf vacuum will be out November 7th through the 23rd. They will complete a complete rotation of the city starting at the south end. And a reminder that the last Terre Yard Waste Pickup Day will be Friday, November 25th, which is the day after Thanksgiving. We are continuing to meet with Ira Clay Township and the attorney regarding the establishment of the wastewater treatment plant authority. We are still waiting from some documents from the St. Clair County Corporate Council, and we should be having a rate consultant recommendation ready for city council review before the end of the year. And we have a labor attorney that is working on the details regarding transferring the existing county employees to the new authority. To date, the Algonac Elementary School has not been purchased, so no one has closed on the purchase of the Algonac Elementary School. We recently had a local tree company come and take a look at the blue spruce Christmas tree out there in front of City Hall. The tree has not been doing well for a number of years. It does have what's called a needle cast disease. It is not recommended that we decorate it again this year. Top branches are broke. The star that was on the tree had fallen in the tree, and a lot of the branches are dying inside. So we are looking into alternatives for our tree lighting this year. Back in April of 2022, it was requested that MDOT fix the M29 curbs at the bridge at the north end of town. They were out there yesterday and today, and I do believe that they completed the fixing of those curbs this afternoon. And next week, we will have HRC out. They will be doing some surveying on Golfview and over at Lions Field. So if you see them out there, they're doing some soil borings for future projects. And that's all, Mayor Stoneburner. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor, can we ask Ms. Gerstenberg to give us a quick little update on the pool?
Mrs. Gerstenberg?
Thank you, Mayor Stoneburner. Mayor Pro Tem Membas. We approved the purchase agreement, I believe, 2 meetings ago, for the Michigan Natural Resources Trust Fund grant. That was sent up to the state. It took them approximately 45 days to approve it. So we were notified of that too about last week. Now the architect has to load all of the plans and specifications, upload them to the state. The state has to review the plans. The state says that it will take them between up to 90 days to review the plans. We are not allowed to go out to bid or anything until they approve the plans, which is fine, because in the meantime, we're waiting for the Spark grants to come out. As of yesterday, they still had not been released. All they said that the applications were going to be available in October. The maximum grant amount for the Spark grant that we know right now is $1 million. So we will be asking for the full $1 million, if that's what the final application allows us to do. They say that they're going to award the first round before Christmas. We'll see if that's really the case. But that is our goal right now.
Slow and steady progress.
Thank you. At this time, we need to approve our consent agenda, which consists of our city council meetings from our regular meeting on September 20th, 2022. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? All right, we've approved our consent agenda. We have no unfinished business, so we'll get right to the new business. We're being asked to adopt resolution 2022-12, allowing alcoholic liquor at Smith Recreation Field during the Bump and Run event. Last year, the first annual Bump and Run was held at Smith Recreation Field in November. This year's event is bigger, running Friday, October 14th through Sunday, October 16th, 2022. The event will include the Bump and Run Derby, midget wrestling, pit bike races, a beer tent, and live entertainment. The City of Algonac Code Section 28-4 prohibits the consumption of alcohol in public parks. However, the Michigan Liquor Control Code, MCL Section 436.1915, allows municipal governments to legislate certain constraints. Approval of the attached resolution would allow event participants to possess and consume alcoholic beverages. The resolution is specific to this event and is similar to those previously approved by City Council for Music in the Park concerts. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion that the city of Algonac adopt resolution 2022-12 to suspend enforcement of code section 28-4 as to alcoholic liquor at Smith Recreation Field during the Bump and Run event held October 14th through the 16th, 2022.
Second.
Comments, questions, concerns?
Mayor Stoneburner, I'll be excusing myself from this vote due to conflict of interest.
That's fine.
Pardon me, Mayor,
Yes,
do we need to vote
do we need to vote to excuse
to
him?
allow him to excuse himself?
I don't think,
And just because you're,
right?
You're the organizer, because he's the organizer.
My understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, but unless you are financially benefiting personally, you don't have to excuse yourself.
Okay, I agree.
That is correct.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Any other comments, questions, or
I'd just like to
concerns?
say it's a great event that, you're organizing, Jake, and can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
It was fun last year. I know the residents, are really talking about it this year. They're glad it's gonna be they're hoping it's gonna be a little warmer than last November. But they're excited about it.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow. We have one more day to find out what the weather's looking like.
Anyone else? Do we need roll call for that? Okay. Did you have something to say, Councilman
No.
Phillips? Roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas?
Yes.
Councilman Blair?
Yes.
Councilman Gillis?
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris?
Yes.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Scarbeck?
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner?
Yes.
Motion carried.
The second item under new business is to approve SAW sewer cleaning and televising pay estimate number 3. Algonac secured a 3-year stormwater asset management and wastewater grant through Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy, and the city council approved engineering services for SAW grant asset management plans at, we did that at our August 18th, 2020 meeting. Sewer cleaning and televising is one of the tasks required to be completed with SAW grant funds. City council awarded this contract to Deutsche Environmental Services on November 16th, 2021. 90% of these costs are reimbursable through the SAW grant. We received the pay estimate number 3 for city council to review and approve. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve sewer cleaning and televising pay estimate number 3 for work completed June 30th through August 31st, 2022 by Deutsche Environmental Services, whose address is 21221 Newland Avenue, Warren, Michigan, in the amount of $80,652.39.
Support. Comments, questions, concerns?
Mayor Stoneberger,
Yes,
may I ask the city manager a question?
yes, you may.
Mrs. Gerstenberg, do we know how far along they are on this project? I know they've been working on it quite a bit. I mean, percentage wise, or,
Thank you, Mayor Stoneberg. Councilman Gillis, it's almost done. The contract is, I believe, for about $230,000, so probably have like $20,000 left and they'll be done.
thank you.
Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin,
Yes.
Councilman Scarback,
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Motion carried.
The third item, we're being asked to approve Scout Park Tot Lot improvements pay application number 2, and this will be a final. At their meeting of December 21st, 2021, City Council approved Phase 1 of Scout Park improvements and awarded a bid for playground equipment from Sinclair Recreation in the amount of $56,600. Plans for the park included equipment, facilities with a nautical theme that work well for park users of all ages, including children with special sensory needs. This first phase included a new nautical themed playscape structure with new play surface, new sand area, and new swings. The existing equipment was over 22 years old and in very poor condition. Monies for this project were budgeted in the fiscal year 2021 for phase 1 of this project. Phase 2 was planned for the following year with an estimated cost of $65,000. In February 2022, County Commissioner Dave Vandenbosch contacted the city about an opportunity to receive a share of the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 economic stimulus funds received by St. Clair County. The city council decided to use those funds to accelerate the completion of Scout Park. On February 1st, 2022, the city council agreed to accept stimulus funds to complete phase 2 of Scout Park and to award the contract for phase 2 to Sinclair Recreation in the amount of $64,993. On March 11th, 2022, the St. Clair County Board of Commissioners approved the project. The total construction cost for the project is $121,593, $65,000 of which will be reimbursed to the city from the county. After Sinclair Recreation is paid, the city will submit a reimbursement request to the county. We had received the application for the final payment in the amount of $6,079.65. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve pay application number 2, final 1, for Scout Park Tot Lot improvements to Sinclair Recreation, whose address is 128 East Lakewood Boulevard, Suite 40, Holland, Michigan, 49424, in the amount of $6,079.65.
Second.
Comments, questions, concerns?
I just wanna say, this is one of those projects that makes you smile when you drive by,
It's nice.
when you see all those kids out there, and when you see that little sign that says, please keep your gate closed, because, again, my child was a runner, so I feel like for the parents of children like mine, it's a good thing.
Well, I like that we were able to do it all in one fell swoop. and instead of in pieces for the community. With the fencing around it, it looks nice, it's safe, and, and thank the St. Clair County Board of Commissioners and Commissioner Dave Vandenbosch for helping with that, because without that, those monies, we'd still be waiting on it to be doing it now,
Yes.
so,
Mayor Stoneberg?
yes.
I'd also like to thank, County Commissioner Dave Vandenbosch for helping, and I also still would like my request before I'm off this council board for, 4 trees at that park. Thank you.
Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Councilman Gillis,
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris,
Yes.
Councilman Martin,
Yes.
Councilman Scarback,
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to approve Robbins Street Road and Water Main Project Pay Estimate number 4 and Change Order number 1. On April 20th, 2021, City Council approved awarding the bid for the Robbins Street Road and Water Main Replacement Project to the low bidder Superior Contracting Group in the bid amount of $593,098.75. 3 payments have been made to date. The first payment was made on October 19th, 2021. The second payment was made on December 21st, 2021, and the third payment was made, was approved on, February 15th, 2021. Engineering consultant Hubble, Roth and Clark has certified the list of quantities completed from January 11th through July 22nd, 2022, and it was on an attached payment application number 4 that we received. Change order number 1 is also received. This change order is to replace culverts that once uncovered during construction were found to have been collapsed. Monies for this project were budgeted from the fiscal year 2021. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve pay estimate number 4 for Robbins Street Road and Water Main Project to Superior Contracting Group, whose address is P.O. Box 388, Dryden, Michigan 48428, in the amount of $245,511.75, and change order number 1 in the amount of $7,997.
Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns?
Yes, I have a question for the city manager.
Go ahead.
Where are we at now then with what is owed to Superior Construction?
Mrs. Gerstenberg?
Thank you, Mayor Stoneburner. Councilman Martin, we are in the process of going through the requests for change orders as well as the expenses that the city has incurred to come up with the final number.
That would be like the, grooming of the culverts and the,
For example, the landscaping, we bid out the landscaping and took that out of their contract. So this is not the final payment yet, we still have to, work with the contractor and the engineer to come up with what the final payment would be.
okay. I'm asking on behalf of the residents for what finalizes everything to be done.
Well, I think it won't look like it's finalized until spring, when grass is grown and.
Correct, the contract will not be final until, probably the springtime, like all the silt, the mesh that's in the storm sewers and stuff to prevent the grass seed and stuff from washing into the sewers. All the grass has to be grown and everything before everything will be signed off and done. So I'm thinking probably not till spring.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Harris,
Yes.
Councilman Martin,
Yes,
Councilman Scarback,
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to approve, DPW 2009, the F-550 vehicle repair. The 2009 F-550 Super Duty truck needed repairs to the air conditioning and heater core caused by a buildup of leaf dust. Bill McDonald Ford completed the repairs. May I have a motion, please?
Make a motion to approve payment to Bill McDonald Ford, for repair to the 2013, this is 2013 instead of 2009, F-250 in the amount of $2,179.06. I think we have a typo there, but we understand this is going to the heavy duty truck.
Do we have a second?
It's two completely different vehicles. It's a
Yeah.
2009 F-550 and, the motion's for a 2013 F-250.
Mrs.
I think that should
Booster,
be,
which
I
one?
think that should be rectified.
I think that,
Mayor Stormhorner, it's the 2009 F-550.
Okay, so I'll restate it. Motion to approve payment to Bill McDonald Ford for repair to the 2009 F-550 in amount of $2,179.06.
Support.
comments, questions, or concerns?
The only thing I have is I happened to see today that, I knew this was coming with Bill McDonald Ford, this will be our last payment to them, because they were acquired by LaFontaine Automotive. So they will be a LaFontaine Ford, and kinda goes back a long time, because some of us remember when we had McDonald Ford right here in Algonac. Now he's retiring,
Well deserved.
well deserved.
Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Councilman Martin,
Yes.
Councilman Scarback,
Yes.
Mayor Stonebrenner,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas,
Yes.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Gillis,
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our sixth item is to approve a barricade rental. Tragic episodes around the world have made increased safety at public events a necessity. Crowd control has become the first and foremost aspect of managing a safe and secure event. City administration and the St. Clair County Sheriff's Office believe that crowd control barriers are necessary for all future public events to protect the participants and hosts of the event. The DPW has solicited a quote from United Rentals for 20 water-filled barricades for use at the Bump and Run event scheduled for October 14th through 16th, 2022 at Smith Recreation Field. Water-filled barriers are highly visible safety barriers that are primarily used to protect pedestrians from slow-moving cars, vans, and bikes. These barriers, which are made of tough plastic, provide a sturdy and reliable safety system that is quick and simple to set up. These are designed to be easily transported to locations without the use of heavy-duty lifting equipment. Water will be used to fill the barrier to make it an immovable object, thereby filling the purpose of preventing access to certain perimeters. The benefit of purchasing water-filled barricades over concrete units is that they are less expensive, cost less to transport, and can easily be moved and stored for later use. There is a lead time for purchase of these barricades. It is suggested that these barricades be rented at this time for this event. There will be a request to purchase barricades that will be used at all public events, including the pickerel tournament in the future. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve rental of 20 water-filled barricades for use at the Bump and Run event, October 14th through 16th, 2022 at Smith Recreation Field from United Rentals Trench Safety, whose address is Branch 15D, 7900 Dick Street, Detroit, Michigan, 48209, in the amount of $1,908 as presented.
Support. Comments, questions, or concerns?
I just, it's a sad reality that we have to do this, but I do salute, our administration and our DPW and our fire chief for realizing that these are something that we do need to have, and I'm glad that we will be purchasing them for usage in the future.
My favorite part about it is, like, for an example, using a bin block, which is like a cement barricade, what we use for the derby. Those weigh so much, like, to us to get the tractors off the trailer, move them into the road, have to move them off. We're not just only damaging our streets, we're damaging everything else. So for us to move forward as a city with water barricades, it's gonna save our roads, it's gonna save everything. We're not gonna have to haul equipment in just to move them. They can release them, the water will flow out into the drain, they can go to the DPW eventually, and they'll be able to be used for the next one.
Well, and hopefully, they'll never be used and hit by anything. But I think it's a sign of the times that we have to think of our public safety. I mean, when we think about the art fair here, we have car shows, we have pickle tournament. There's a lot of things that go on in town, and it's worrisome that fireworks night especially.
It's proactive, not reactive.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, and, I'm glad that we're going one step further, and we will be purchasing them to use from now on. Anyone else?
Yeah, just a comment, and that is, as I'm thinking about this, I'm glad it's a rental to start with, because I wanna see what they are and what they look like and how effective they could be.
Well, since it is a rental, could we use a bump and run car to see how effective they are?
I'm gonna say no.
Good answer. All right, anyone else? Roll call, please.
Councilman Scarback,
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas,
Yes.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
And lastly, under new business, we're being asked to approve supplemental agreement number 8 to the Algonac Winter Mooring Contract for the period of October 1st, 2022 to September 30th, 2023. The United States Coast Guard has a contract with the city of Algonac that allows mooring along the Algonac riverfront. Every year, the Coast Guard requests an annual extension. We received the supplemental agreement number 8 for the period October 1st, 2022 to September 30th, 2023 to review. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve supplemental agreement number 8 to the Algonac Winter Mooring Contract, number HSCG 83-16-1-003, between the City of Algonac and the U.S. Coast Guard for the period October 1st, 2022 to September 30th, 2023.
Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns?
Do they send us the dollar and they check our money or you?
Well, it's in arrears. Anything else?
That's it.
Do we need a roll call for that? For the contract? Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. We're in business with the Coast Guard again. Our next item is accounts payable. Need a motion to approve accounts payable and payroll.
Can I make a motion to approve accounts payable and payroll in the amount of $1,006.85 as presented?
Second.
Comments, questions, or concerns? Just keep in mind that there's taxes in there, it's tax time. Roll call, please.
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas,
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Scarback.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Mrs. Gerstenberg, what's on our next agenda?
Thank you, Mayor Stoneburner. We will have approval of the Halloween trick or treat hours and road closure, the SEMCOG designated management agency invoice, snow removal for our parking lots, snow removal for our sidewalk and ordinance violations, water plant security system upgrade, the purchase of a new water plant utility truck, an agreement with St. Clair County for distribution of the ambulance millage funds, and the grass cutting contract. And Algonac High School robotics team is supposed to be here.
What team?
Algonac High School robotics team.
They're a neat group. All right. Council comment. Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
First, I'd like to thank Angela for being here. Those were very wise words of wisdom. I'm 100% agreement with you with that quote that says one life is worth every penny we can spend on it. We have the money, we need to do it. Agreed. Thank you. It means so much to me that you shared that with us. Some of us young timers weren't there when it was time to build the pool. So it was a good story. It was a good story. Thank you. Pierogi Fest is on October 8th at 5:30. Tickets are $25. The benefits Algonac Live and the VFW. Diane Chmielewski is in the back. She's too shy to come up here and speak, but she does a whole bunch of the work with Lisa and Denise, and it's a great event. We always have a great time, it's good food, and, I know not everybody can be Polish, and that's okay, nobody's perfect, but the food is good, so come on and enjoy the food. Halloween in the Knack is in a couple weeks. On October 21st, that Friday, we have Battle of the High School Bands. For teenagers, it's kind of like Music in the Park, but for teenagers, and it's free. We're still looking for bands if they want to participate, you know, teenage garage bands. At least 2 people in the band have to be under 18. Should be a good time. On October 22nd is Halloween in the Knack. We have over 30 businesses, individuals, charitable groups, community groups, putting on games and things for the kids, doing it out of their own heart. And everything is free. Nothing costs anything for the kids. Your kids will come home with a lot of candy. The parade starts at the pet shop, at the old, I still call it the old IGA mall. But that's where the parade starts, and it's up at Smithfield. We got a ton of free stuff for the kids, and every year it gets bigger, and the kids love it. We'll still have our duck races at 4:30 on the 22nd, where we throw the ducks in the river. And then the home tour at my house, October 22nd at 6 o'clock. And this year we've decorated with witches, vampires, and we have a petting zoo inside the house this year with all of our skeleton animals. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. Thank you.
That's not a nice soft touch for petting zoo.
It is, it's fun.
Okay.
You'll be there, you'll see.
I know I'll be there.
Yeah, we're gonna give you popcorn, you can either eat it or throw it to the animals.
Going through them. Councilman Blair.
Good evening, all. First, I want to congratulate Renee Wilson. I heard nothing but great things about her, so congratulations on that behalf. We don't have much this evening. I just want to send my prayers down to anybody affected by Hurricane Ian, especially our Florida residents and some of our Michigan residents that have homes in Florida as well that I heard had some big damage. So that's one of those ironic things that happens. But hopefully they'll rebuild quickly, and I don't have anything else, so thank everybody for coming out this evening.
Councilman Gillis.
I would like to thank Mrs. Rochon for coming out for her speech about the pool. It's always interesting to hear the actual history of how it was done from the bottom up, you know. And if you wouldn't mind, would you start collecting quarters again? Because we might need some. No. I'd like to congratulate Mrs. Wilson on her Teacher of the Year award. I know how, I've heard nothing but good things about her, and I know how dedicated the teachers that we have here in Algonac are, and we've always been very blessed to have such dedicated teachers. And this Thursday is the last farmers market of the year, and I'd like to thank Nicole Kincaid for bringing it here. I know I've went every week. My wife's addicted to some chips and dip that one guy makes, so we have to go every week because she goes through them before the next week. So that's all I got.
All right. Councilwoman Harris.
Just want to thank everyone for coming and congratulate Algonac Asset Award winner, Teacher of the Year, Renee Wilson. Thank you.
Councilman Martin.
Anytime we can honor something that has happened for the Algonac schools, the community schools, such as a teacher like Renee Wilson, gives me a very good feeling when we can congratulate our schools, workers, and congratulations for them. Thank you.
Councilman Scarver.
I also want to congratulate Ms. Wilson. Her and her family are great people. They're always helping out the community every time they need. Anytime they're asked, they're always there. I also want to thank you guys for all coming out tonight, and I also want to talk about the bumping run. We're gonna start building the track out this week, or the following week. So the gym blocks are either gonna come in this Friday or Monday, depending on when we can get them here. Everything's gonna be built out next week. We're doing a political night, next Wednesday. So all the candidates that will be running for city council, they were all invited to attend. They're gonna be asked a few questions. There's gonna be a moderator, Lisa Thomas. She is the Incubate Chamber. She's the head of the Incubate Chamber. So she's gonna be running the show that night. If you guys can make it, please come out. We're gonna have a flyer posted tomorrow. I forget exactly what time it starts, I apologize for that. But we'll have that out tomorrow on Facebook. Another thing, we're looking for more people to race in the pit bike races. So if you know anyone with a pit bike, please have them sign up. You know, we wanna make the best event we possibly can. And we also extended sponsorships to this Friday. So if you know any businesses that would like to be a sponsor, get banners up there by the stage. We're more than willing to take a few more. And it should be a good event. I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. Thank you guys.
I too wanna say congratulations to Renee Wilson. It is, a lot of hard work to be outstanding, and, sometimes I think Renee and others like her make it look easy, and it's not. It's time consuming, but they're driven by doing what's best for the students, the families, the school. I couldn't be more proud of her, and I believe we need to give credit to Mike and Kathy Stevenson for raising such a great girl. They're wonderful, and they're a great family. If you haven't noticed, over at Clates, if you haven't been by Clates and really looked at the building, you're missing something. Larry has, at Clates, what is it, Comet's Clates Performance, I think it's called. It's at the corner of M29 and Market Street. And he's been painting, or has somebody painting there. It's comical in a way. It reminds me of the, what they call them, the schooners that they had on the plains, in the prairie schooners, but he has a little different take on it, where he has a ship on wheels. It's great. But take a look at it. He's really fixed up the place a lot, and it looks great. We have a fall cleanup that we're going to have on September 29th for the city of Algonac. It's from 7 to 3. Oh, I'm sorry, what did I say? Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. That's what I get for not looking what's there. October 29th, 2022, it's from 7 to 3 at the Algonac DPW on State Street. And also by appointment between October 27th and November 3rd. You can make an appointment by contacting our DPW at dpw@cityofalgonac.org or make a phone call. So, that's coming up. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I believe our next meeting will resume to the 6 p.m. schedule. So we will be here and resume our 6 o'clock meetings starting at our next meeting. And with that.
Mayor Schulmer, can I
Yes.
say something about the cleanup?
Oh,
I
yes.
apologize. So, this is kind of a nerdy thing, but the last cleanup, we removed over 200 tires from the community. Well, if you Google mosquitoes per tire that are left, this is no joke, I did this because I'm a nerd. Each tire that's left in the yard can breed 2,000 mosquitoes per week. So when you remove 200 tires from a community, you know how many mosquitoes we were able to remove? Which I think everybody will agree is a good thing. So I think it's great that we're providing our residents with a way to get rid of anything and everything, and then we figure it out.
Are you sure 2,000?
I
think we need a recount.
I read this is called the most comprehensive study on mosquito breeding in tires. It's good, it's a good read if anybody would like to read it tonight.
All right. And with that, Councilman Blair, you got anything for us?
I would like to make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned.